Dear YouTube, oh, dear people in the comments, dear people watching this on YouTube right now. Whew, we're reading the second SCP of the stream, and the first one was kind of fun. That was kind of nice. I hope you watched that video before you watch this one, because I put some effort into the voice acting there. Although some people would probably say no, that you didn't, but I think I did. I think I gave the 4 characters that popped up distinct personality and voices. So I really hope you guys check that out first, because I had fun with that one. And while you do that, and you can come back here and then finish this video, and if you do enjoy this, like and subscribe, please. That would help me out. I want to reach 1,000 subscribers with this channel, and maybe, who knows, maybe I can earn a bit of cash with this. Not gonna be my main focus. I'm gonna do this nonetheless. I'm already 1,400 deep in. I'm not gonna stop or start anything anyway now. So, but just saying, would be kind of cool. So now let's have mirror, mirror on the wall. What do we have here? Oh, this does not look like something I need to read. I think, maybe. Let's leave it open for now. Get rid of that. And there's more. There's a lot of red text here. Okay, Euclid. This one is the highest rated so far. A joint research facility has been constructed around the cave housing -A. It will be manned at all times by agents from both the Foundation and the Office for the Reclamation of Islamic Artifacts. Colonel Kosandi of the Oraya is in charge of security, as well as liaising with the government of Uzbekistan. Dr. Y, or is that Y? No, Dr. Y? Dr. Y? How would you say this? Like, is it I? Is it just I? Will supervise all examination of -A. At 48-hour interval, Agent Durrani will perform all duties in accordance to the Peasley protocols in order to perform preventive maintenance on -B. In the event that Agent Durrani is incapacitated, a substitute must be found. This is intended to be voluntary assignment, but if no volunteers can be found, Colonel Kosandi is empowered to order any agent on site. Both the Foundation and the Oraya are to have access to all documents and research related to SCP-1411. So the Oraya... Yeah, I don't think we need to really read this. I mean, we should read the overview real quick, and then that's probably it. Organization for the Reclamation of the Islamic Artifacts, Shamiran, Tehran Province, Islamic Republic of Iran, Chairman Mehdi Basargan, Jibril Actual, all field commander level officers, all facility commander level officers. Regarding current political instabilities, no. This document is being forwarded specifically to higher level officers only due to certain political consequences for myself. Should the full content of this be revealed publicly, I trust all of you will behave with the utmost discretion when discussing the contents of this memorandum with your subordinates. The recent protests around Iran, which has served as the principal headquarters of this organization in the half-century since its inception, have grown too significant to ignore. While we have made every effort in the past to obey by the intent of the organizations founded to avoid official government association, I and the other members of the Central Committee have agreed that enforcing the separation is no longer in the best interest of the organization. 3. My sympathies with Ruhollah Ayatollah Khomeini and his movement are well documented. While I know many in the organization disagree with his fundamentalism, I doubt there are many who in their heart of hearts feel that Iran is better served by the despotic rule of the Western puppet king. I've been in contact with Khomeini, who is aware, or is it Khomeini or Khomeini? I don't know, who's aware of and tentatively interested in our organization, disturbed by its less than orthodox adherence to the strictest tenets of Shia Islam, though he may be. True practical realities dominate the situation. First, we are not going to be rid of the Ayatollah or his movement. The Central Committee has projected a likely complete overthrow of the Shah's government and installation of some form of government under Khomeini, but no later than this time next year. An instance or an on opposition to this movement, which would not serve us, or autonomy, which would draw the ire of all sides, could lead to our destruction by those forces who do not understand the true role we play in protecting our homelands from foreign threats. Second, the Ayatollah is not likely to be rid of us. In the meeting with Khomeini, I revealed a specific portion of the plans for Operation Golden Hole with a slight reminder that in the war of hearts and minds, 100 meters tall golems walking the street of Tehran are not likely to be viewed as positive, helping for the new government. Oh yeah, I should probably upload the thumbnail, because like that, the thumbnail is a bit risque. Just to see if YouTube is going to be okay with that thumbnail. Because we never know. Maybe they're not. Maybe I have to do the thumbnail over again as well. But I agree. You know what, this doesn't really interest me that much, to be honest. So let's go back to this SCP. Description. -A is a collection of machinery found in a cave in the Turkestan mountain range in southeastern Uzbekistan. While much of the equipment's purpose and function is unknown, several parts are assessed to be receivers for a signal propagated through unknown means, and one section in particular has been identified as a transmitter. Central to the entire assembly is a large video display showing an unknown location. The location shown as a similar machinery to -A, referred to as -B. It appears to be in a partly collapsed structure with stone metal walls. The sky can be observed through openings in the structure, though the sun is never seen directly. It shows a day-night cycle lasting roughly 31 hours. The stars... 31 hours? Damn, okay. The stars, to the extent that they can be observed through the display, do not appear to match any area of the sky visible from Earth. Based on this information, it believed to be extraterrestrial location. But the title was Mirror Mirror. So there's something with reflection or the same should come along, maybe. Or maybe like, maybe it is a reference to the fairy tale, like it's like mirror mirror on the wall. Although wait, wasn't that like a Mandela effect that she says something? So, something about like the mirror on the wall being a Mandela effect. I remember, if I recall correctly. Actually, let me get it up. Mandela effect, mirror mirror. H no why Mandela effect. No, not ideas. In the context of this video, maybe you can just know why saying mirror mirror on the wall rather than magic mirror on the wall. Yes. So yeah. That's what it was. Sorry. Lips acting up. What vegetation is visible consists of fungus-like growths. No animal life has been observed through the feed. See document 3. At the time of discovery, the components making up the -B had experienced some damage which caused effects both in the remote location and the site of -A itself. These include electrical discharges, changes in local gravity, and an increase in the rate of heat transfer between objects in the area. Once started, these effects increase exponentially. Modeling suggests that if left unchecked, these effects would likely cause widespread devastation for several hundred kilometers before the -A and B materials were completely destroyed. Footnote: the most catastrophic models suggest much of Central Asia will be rendered uninhabitable. That's Central Asia. Ooh, that's big. While significant repairs have been undertaken, these effects still occur when routine maintenance is not undertaken every 24 to 48 hours. As the functions of most of -A are poorly understood as yet, operations will be focused on repairing SCP-1411 in both the remote and local sites. When a human touches a recessed panel in the area assessed as a transmitter, it triggers the production of an autonomous machine by -B. These robots are roughly 1 meter tall, assuming the components of -B are similar to size to -A, navigating on 4 multi-jointed legs. The main body is roughly cylindrical, with 2 limbs that divide 3 times into 8 finger-like appendages. 3 dark lenses are situated on the top of the cylinder and are believed to be in the eyes of the robot. When a robot is created, it is imprinted with the consciousness of the person who activates the transmitter. Communication through the screen suggests that the robots possess all memories and personality of the originals. They are also imprinted with information necessary for the maintenance and basic repairs of -B. However, the robots only remain operational for 35 to 48 hours before breaking down. Necessitating what is wrong with me? Necessitating, no, how do you say this? Why is this one of the words that makes me necessitating, right? Yeah. The creation of further units. Present full repairs of -B appear to be impossible, possibly due to the damage to the structure housing the equipment. Due to familiarity with the phenomenon and to reduce potential contamination by an anomaly, Agent Durrani is responsible for the activation of the transmitter. This will be done in accordance with the Peasley protocols for transmission of consciousness. Communication is accomplished via writing. Remote units have been able to scavenge writing materials using plastic-like sheets with devices that exude a thick black paste, originally designed for applying lubrication to fine parts. They have also experimented with making pigments from local fungal vegetation and minerals. Where is my... is it behind there? Yes, it is. Neat. Need this real quick. While the components of -A appear to be stable at present, the remote units have been questioned on the repair procedures should they become necessary at the local site. Much of this information has helped in identifying the purpose of components of -A. Recovery. -A was discovered by the member of the Uzbek military after its anomalous properties began manifesting in region. Let's go over here for now. GRU Division P was initially contacted, but at deteriorating in relations between the Uzbekistan and Russian government led to the Oria being brought in instead. The Oraya then requested assistance from the Foundation as the anomalies began to intensify. During initial examination, Dr. Wai activated the transmitter over the course of several days, and more activations. The robots were able to activate a display in a remote location and began communicating with the research team. This led to the discovery that the robots had the personalities of those who activated the device. Oh, interesting. Activation ceased for several days until the anomalies began to manifest again. Agent Durrani volunteered to activate the device until a better solution could be found, which usually is not the case. At present, all efforts are being made to learn how to dismantle the device safely or reach the remote location to conduct manual repairs. To date, Agent Durrani has been transmitted 217 times. Addendum: on 13th June 2014, Agent Durrani was injured by a fall near the local site. She was rushed to a nearby hospital. During her absence, Oraya Corporal Akbari volunteered to enact the Peasley Protocol in her absence. His first remote unit reported finding a number of writings and artwork left by previous units and brought them to display. Don't tell me she's online while I'm streaming. No, I see. God, look, please. Thank you. See document 24 for the contents. After being discharged from the hospital, Agent Durrani showed mild distress on seeing the writings and artwork, but agreed to continue her duties. Document 3. Oh, that's a long edition, eh? Report from iteration 35. The halls are empty. There are bones, but they are scattered not by animals, from animals. Too small, I think, to have built this place, though the bones are strange. This thin strips woven like plates, like plates, plate in basket. Sometimes we see the newly dead. Lengths of black bones sticking from under red and bruised green flesh. Sometimes see the small ones scurry and slink like rats or lizards. 6 limbs, one in front, one in the back, 2 to each side. Front and back for grasping, sides to move, 4 jaw mouths, 2 counter chewing on scraps from on animals or the moss trees. Bigger ones outside, I think big ones inside too sometimes. I haven't seen any, but maybe they are out? Take notes for the next. In trees, others, smaller than the rats, use the front and back legs to swing, the side legs to take food. They sting like birds a little. Like frogs, perhaps. A tree erupts with chirps, sometimes like bells, 1,000 bells to ring. Not dull red like the ones inside. Yellow and another color I have not seen. No colors here. Is it this place or these eyes? But no blue, no purple. Perhaps the bones are blue and I cannot see. Perhaps this entire world is blue, and I do not know. Apart from iteration 42, the rooms are large, or perhaps I am small. It's hard to say. No one has been here for a long time. I think they left. There are vehicles elsewhere, a large chamber with slots for them, like pods with doors with machines attached for flying, I think. There are 5 there, 2 already taken apart, and slots for 100. I do not know why they left. I cannot tell if they left in a hurry. If someone has ransacked the rooms, or if it is only the work of time. They were taller than I am, I think. The doors stretched 2 times my height. Sometimes my size would not have needed that. I cannot judge much else. I cannot tell what is table or chair, or even a bed, let alone how they might use it. Also larger than me is an animal sleeping in one of the rooms. It came past me as I made repairs. It is half again my height and 3 to 4 times that in length. 2 long legs, one in front and one in the back. Awkward when walking, but I saw it run as it entered. Like a cheetah. 4 other limbs on the sides are small claws or stings on them, perhaps for defense, perhaps for prey. Also for prey are the long sharp teeth that stick out of the 4-jawed mouth. I'm getting Horizon Zero Dawn vibes for like these robot descriptions. 2 upper jaws and 2 lower jaws, almost like 2 mouths. With 1 set of lips, it ignored me. I am metal, not food for it. Would it matter if I were, in the long run? Report from iteration 56. While I waited for sunrise, a large creature came near the buildings. I had heard a series of rumblings and I had wondered what caused them. Then a leg as large as a house crashed down next to me. It was like a tree trunk, with thick paths that spread out like roots beneath it. I hid in a moss tree, so I could not see the head or much of the body, only a sense of vastness. There were patches of fungus growth on the skin. There were animals on it too, long and thin with the legs short and thick, or thin and wasted. As though legs were not necessary for these riders anymore. They remind me of worms. Some were feeding off the fungus patches, other riders stuck their heads through the skin, feeding through whole slowly sleeping yellow-green blood. Then the pads bunched up, the legs lifted, and was gone. Report from iteration 82. The plants are strange. Plants, fungus, moss. On the walls like molten moss. Stalks are almost meaty in some places. In others, like brittle, bleeding wood. Outside there is more trees that are like stalks that branch and merge and branch again 12 times, covered in moss-like growth. It swells at dawn, then withers down again at night. Does it do so every day? I will never know. There are no flowers, but there are growths that are beautiful, reds and greens and other new colors which mark fruits the tree singers eat. These alien squirrels stretch from one limb to another and take the fruit in their smaller arms. One of the 3 singers came down and sat on me for a time. I did not dare to move. It ate a fruit held in its front paw, a pair of arms and one leg of my It ate a fruit held in its front pair of arms, one leg on my arm, the other in my head. It sank to the trees and was answered and jumped back up. So quickly I hardly knew it moved. I'm going back. I've seen nothing else you do not know. I'm going to listen to the singing. Document 24. The sunset we see is more beautiful than any others because we see it only once. The peace that blooms in the heart of despair is most precious of all. Who weeps the reflection that disappears as soon as its caster moves from the mirror? The past memory is hers, my future is measured in hours. I'm a candle burned away at both ends. Painting made by application of grease onto an opaque plastic sheet. Image made by oil suspended between two clear plastic sheets. Mosaic of small piece of vinyl-like plastics applied to an opaque plastic sheet. So that's like what they saw, or what? Interesting. Okay. I will honestly admit it kind of lost me halfway through because like my head was somewhere completely else, and that's my bad because I'm just like constantly like worried about my video. It's still doing the editing. It's gonna take a bit. Oh well. But yeah. Yeah, no, I will focus up. I'm very sorry about this. This was unprofessional. Unprofessional of me. I'll focus up this time.